Hey there guys, so today we're going to try out Overpass2. So it seems like Overpass has been hacked by the attacker. So we need to analyze the attacker action and we need to hack back into the server. So over here, the SOC team, they notice suspicious activity when they are on the night shift. So they manage to capture the packet when the attacks happen. So over here we need to download the pcap file to analyze the packets when the attacks happen. And then we need to attack back into the machine, we need to hack back into the machine, the Overpass production server. So over here is the MD5 sum for the pcap file. And then I've downloaded the pcap file over here. We need to check the MD5 sum of the pcap file. Okay, MD5 sum. Okay, so that's the correct one. The data hasn't been changed or anything else. So here we need to launch our Wireshark, put a file into there. Okay, so we need to check out again what was the URL of the page that they used to upload the reverse shell. So normally for a website, right, it should be a HTTP protocol or HTTPS. So we check for HTTP. Okay, it seems like the source that access the development directory, and then they perform a post over here, post to development uploads. Okay, we check and see, follow this TCP stream. Okay, it seems like it posts a PHP reverse shell over here. So the answer should be development over here. As you can see, it posts to development this directory, and there's upload.php PHP script on there. Okay, so now what was the payload that the attacker used to gain access? So over here, this is the one, PHP reverse shell over here. It used to spawn a reverse shell on the attacker machine. And then what was the password that the attacker used to privilege escalate? Okay, so now we check and see what are the, where is it? Okay, so it posts over here, get this one to trigger the payload, the reverse shell payload. Okay, so we follow the stream from here. Okay, go to the next stream, this one. Okay, it triggered the payload PHP, and then here you get the reverse shell. So this is the TCP stream that the attacker used to access the reverse shell. Over here, okay, this is the www data, the user spawn a TTY shell, and then we'll pass the hash over here, and then it asks you into James user. So this is the password, privilege escalate to James user. So this is the one. Okay, how did the attacker establish a persistent? Okay, so we need to check and see down there. Okay, sudo -l. Okay, it seems like when you type the password, it shows that all the sudo you can use to run as a root user, and command also you can use sudo to run as a root user. So it's sudo to check and see the shadow file. So these are the hashes that you can see. So it download SSH backdoor using git clone. So this is a website, and then cd into the directory, SSH keygen, generate the IDRSA, the public and private key, type the passphrase. It seems that you didn't type anything else, or you didn't capture it over here. Okay, chmod +x backdoor. Okay, so backdoor -a, and then this is a hash. Okay, it seems like in order the attacker to maintain the persistent, it uses this one. It download the SSH backdoor over here from a GitHub website. So this is the one. So using a fast track word list, we need to crack it. How many system passwords that are crackable? So we go back to here, we take all the hashes over here, copy this, we go to our terminal back, okay, we paste it, and then we locate the fast track. Okay, so this is the fast track word list. Use John to crack it. Okay, so we need to try and see how many passwords that are crackable. One, two, three, four. So it seems like 4 users, the password are crackable using fast track word list. So the answer is 4 over here. So now we need to research, we need to analyze the backdoor, the code. So now we need to go back to our pcap here, the follow TCP dump. We need to go to this website, the GitHub repo. Go to here. Okay, it seems like that's the one that the attacker used to trigger the backdoor. So we need to check and see the main source code. Seems like it's a Go language over here. So variable hash. So it seems like this one is a default hash. Okay, so that's the one over here, the default hash. What's the hard-coded sort for the backdoor? Okay, we need to go through the code, verify password, the hash, the sort, then the string. Okay, the hash password. First parameter is password, second is sort. Okay, run the command, password handler, return verify password. So there's a hash, and then this one we need to check and say verify password again. Okay, first is hash, second is sort. So it seems like this one is a hard-coded sort over here. So okay, this is a hard-coded sort. What was the hash that the attacker used? So we need to go back to the pcap file to check it out. Where's pcap file? Okay, so this is the backdoor, then minus a. Let me check this minus a. What's the command over here? Yeah, minus a, this one, then you need to put the hash for the backdoor. Okay, so it seems like this one is a hash that the attacker used. So we check it back over here. Yeah, that's the one. And then we're going to crack the hash using Raku and the cracking tool of your choice. So we need to find out what's the password for the hash. Okay, so now we use hashcat. Okay, we need to check it out. What type of hash is it? Check the hash password. So this one is a SHA-512 password plus sort. Okay, grab SHA-512 password and sort. Okay. So over here, backdoor hash. The first one we need to include is this one, the hash that the attacker used, dot, and then the sort. So we need to go back here, get the sort. Okay, place it, and then we use hashcat. We use 1710 the mode, and then replace the backdoor the hash, and we're gonna use the Raku word list. Oops. No backdoor hash has been loaded. Okay. Seems like we'll change this one to a colon. Whether it works or not. Okay, it works. So this one, it's gonna take quite a while to let it crack it. So we need to wait for a while. Check it out other things over here. When you run this one, it triggers the backdoor on the port 2222. So later on the attacker use the SSH to access it. The SSH is listening on the port 2222, then need to use the password to access it. This is the method that the attacker used to maintain the persistence. Okay, finally start to initialize the device kernel and memory. Need to wait for a while to let it to execute. Okay, let it load the word list. Okay, now we let it crack it. Okay, seems like we find the password already. So November 16, that's the password the attacker used. So we check it out again. November 16, yeah, that's correct. Okay, so now we need to identify, we need to attack back, we need to get back into the machine. So from all the details that we get from here, we need to get back into the machine. Okay, let me reload the page first. Okay, so we deploy the machine. It seems that it's gonna take 1 minute to deploy it. I think I'm gonna pause the video for a while. Okay, so now the machine has been deployed. This is the IP for it. And then you check and see the task again. The attacker defaced the website. What's the message that the attacker left as a heading? So we need to check and see. Oh, I need to connect my connect the VPN server first. Okay, so now only we can access it. Okay, hacked by Cockroach's clan. So that's the message that it left on the server website. So we go back here and paste it, and that's the correct answer for it. So now we need to use all the information that we found previously to hack our way back into the system. So here it seems like the attacker have left a persistent over here. So we can use the password to access to this SSH port. So this is the port. Okay, SSH go, and we check and see what's the user for it. Okay, James. To access into James user, and then the IP for this machine is this one. The password is November 16. Okay, seems like we have finally accessed into the system. We go back to here. Okay, we check and see the things we found. So there's the flag, the first flag, and then we need to get to root user. Okay, it seems like it asked me to put a password for it. So this is the password that we use to privilege escalate. Okay, it seems like it doesn't work. And as you guys can see that over here, there's a SUID bash over here. Yes, SUID bit set for root user. So it seems like we can use this one to privilege escalate to root user. So we use this one, and voila, we are root user right now. So we go to the root directory, check and see, and who am I? I'm a root right now. And so that's how we hack our way back into Overpass server. So that's all for my videos. Thanks guys, bye bye.